All right, fellas, it's your least favorite time of the day. It's the time of day where me and Mitch laugh and judge you for not understanding Digimon. As per usual, we're gonna give you show you a picture of a Digimon. We're gonna give you some multiple choice questions. You can try to guess what it is, and one of them's right, and the rest are bullshit that I have made up.
And they'll sound like the right answers because the answers you make up are more normal naming schemes than what Digimon actually uses.
Sometimes they can be.
Usually.
Let's see if that logic holds up in round one. We're gonna jump right into it.
Thank you.
Who is this soccer kicking motherfucker? Is it A, Pelemon, B, Soccermon, C, Footmon, or D, Kickmon?
Could be any of these.
I will start off by saying I like this design. Like I do.
That's shocking to me.
This is your breaking point? Okay. Right.
Yeah, you haven't liked any of them up to this point, but you see the soccer player, and you're like, I'm in.
No. I mean, I've admitted if some designs were interesting before, but I dig this one. It makes sense.
I have not said, to my knowledge, that I think any of the designs are just straight up bad yet.
You will.
Some of them are silly. I know I will. But like the designs are fine. It's the naming conventions that go with it fucking suck.
Or the lines of things connecting together. I don't get it. Sure. But either way, I'm looking at this guy, right? And I don't know. I'm gonna go with so if you will, the foot is very forward because the kick is happening, and you're like, wow, the foot is so forward. Perhaps that's what he's named after, or perhaps it's the fact that he is kicking. But or it could be soccer. But if I'm looking at it and I'm trying to use a deductive mind, I see that there are some big fat turbo engines on the back of the little footsies, and I'm like, well, those are probably helping for kicking. I'm gonna go with Kickmon.
Okay. I like your logic. I like your reasoning. Nico, what are you going with?
Soccermon, he has soccer balls on his feet.
Well, unfortunately, you're both wrong. It is Footmon. Kyle, you really started out, and I was like, he's going to guess Footmon. He's leading with the feet. I like where this is going. And then you went to the complete other direction.
It was like the next one that could have been tied to the turbos on the feet. Yeah. I was like, it definitely could be Footmon because the turbos are on the feet. But I was like, the turbos help with the kick, and the theme is soccer, so you kick the soccer ball. So I'm not that upset about that one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
But this is Recipromon, named after Ida Tenya's Recipro Burst.
I would have loved that a lot.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I only guess Soccermon because this is a warm-up, and I need to remind myself that the thing that makes sense doesn't.
All right.
Wasn't this Digimon created as like a mascot for like a soccer tournament?
It might have been. I'll be honest. I never saw this motherfucker until yesterday when I put this quiz together. So, could be it. I didn't look anything into it. He came across my Instagram feed, and I went, "That's dumb," and I put it in the quiz.
You're a sick bastard, Charlie Brown.
All right. We are moving on to round 2. All right, so in the last Digimon quiz, Mitch hit you with a pirate-themed guy. You'll be happy to know that he's not the only pirate-themed man, because now we have this fella, who is also probably a pirate, from what you can see. Now, is this guy, this little goofy guy, is he A, Hookmon, B, Cannonmon, C, Piratemon, or D, Captainmon?
Or is it Akshamon Pirate mode?
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh. Nico, you can go first this time.
Okay.
I'm admiring this little fellow.
If I recall correctly, which there's a really good chance I don't, I believe the last one that Mitch showed us was in fact Hookmon. So I don't believe this is Hookmon. I'm trying to read his face. He's good at not.
This guy doesn't have a face.
It's masked in shadows.
Are those eyes under there?
A thing.
Yeah, something. So I don't believe it's Hookmon. Oh yeah, no. I 100% know it would say it's not Hookmon. The problem is all of them kind of make sense. I'm just gonna go with Captain Mon, because it makes the least sense.
Okay, Kyle.
So, if I remember correctly, and I also might not be remembering correctly, it was Captain Hookmon was the one from before, and I could be wrong with that. So I'm gonna go with good old Pirate Mon because that makes the most sense.
I like the logic that you guys both used. It was Captain Hookmon in the last one,
Cool.
which makes it extra weird that this guy's name is Hookmon.
No. I fucking God.
They're not related, are they?
No!
They're not related, are they?
No, they're related.
Are they?
Yeah, they're both Digimon.
Can they
That's
turn
not
like?
the
Can they become each other? Can they go from that to the other? Can they?
Can they, Mitch? I don't actually know.
Can they?
Yeah, it's a direct relationship.
Okay,
Oh, it is?
that makes it better.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. He gets bigger and becomes Captain Hookmon.
I was so scared you were going to be like, yeah, this is actually down the line of Agumon.
No, it's down the line of Koi Agumon, actually. Get your shit together.
Yeah, no, that makes more sense.
I'm really scared he actually.
I will say though, we are on a roll. I also enjoy this design. Hey, there's just something very little derpy about this fella.
Yeah,
about
it's
this
very
little
cute. It's very like Toon World Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he looks very much like he could be a robot master from Mega Man. And I really like that vibe.
That's what it is. That's definitely what it is. That's making me like it.
This is actually, he lied to you. This is Horatio-mon.
Good reference that no one on the internet will get. All right, we're moving into round 3. Now, round 3, this is going to be more of a traditional Digimon design, okay? You will see what I mean the second that I show you this little guy. So here he is. Here's this cute little fella covered in belts.
God, I love him.
And
so many belts.
A lot of belts, yeah. You know he's an anime when he's covered in belts. So, is this fella, as I post the names in the chat, is he Cubmon, Bearmon, Hibernaman, or Grizzlemon?
You take this one, Kyle.
Shit.
You can't pull that on me last round.
I was trying to give you a little back and forth. You go for me, go first. And I guess it would be me again, but it's fine. Okay, so immediately says Bears on the Hat.
It does say Bears on the Hat.
The Bears.
And there's a name. One of the names is Bearmon.
Not Bearsmon, though.
It isn't Bearsmon. If it was Bearsmon, I would have picked it. But because
He's tricking you.
Because it's not plural, it's immediately off the list. Cubmon, he's a fan of the Bears, not the Cubs. I'm gonna get rid of that answer. Hibernaman or Grizzlemon, though. I'm probably
You're being deceived. Reach into his pocket and take him for everything he's got.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Grizzlemon.
Okay.
Does the hat say school is for bears?
I hope so. I hope it just wrapped all the way around the edge. Let's keep making references from our D&D campaign that no one's gonna get. That's great.
I like it.
Yeah, I really want to go with Grizzlemon, but if we go with our usual line of reasoning, Cubmon, Bearmon, and Grizzlemon all make too much sense. There's nothing on this design that says anything about hibernation. So I'm going to say Hibernaman.
Now, fun fact, there's nothing on this design that has to do with hibernation because I made that name up. It is not Hibernaman. Kyle, you, on the other hand, are also wrong. It is Bearmon.
Good.
And I like that was the first one that you axed off the list after you saw Bears on the Hat.
I was afraid. So much.
I was very afraid when I picked this. I was like, it's gonna be too obvious. It says Bears on the Hat. They're gonna pick Bearmon immediately.
But that's the thing is that like even if it seems obvious, it's probably not gonna be so obvious though.
Tyler, you have Pavlovian conditioned us to not choose the name that makes sense. Almost every Digimon up to this point has had almost no correlation with the name.
Okay.
you ring a bell, I know it's time to eat. Like you have structured me.
I see the Digimon. I choose the name that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Give me my treat.
And that's what makes this such a good question.
Exactly. And I want you to keep that logic in mind as we move into round 4, where we are going to judge this man.
I love him so much.
I love him. He's such a shit. Why is that the Dark Souls mushroom?
It's because it's Dark Souls Mon. No. Is this cool looking fella? Is it A, Mushroom-mon, B, Poison-mon, C, Fungamon, or D, Tripmon?
Dude, if Tripmon was the right answer, I'd lose my mind.
I desperately want it to be Tripmon. That seems too localized. No, I can't think like that because it seems too localized. Then that's probably it because they just do that.
How much of a hand did 4Kids have in this?
I don't think 4Kids did the translation for this.
They didn't.
I watched it on WB Kids before 4Kids existed. So,
well, if we're being honest, if it was 4Kids, there would be no chance that it was Tripmon.
No, not at all.
Which is why that is my reasoning for why I'm saying it is Tripmon.
I like the boldness. Okay.
Oh, very bold, very bold. I break condition now. I pick Mushroom-mon.
Kyle, I'm proud of you. It's Mushroom-mon.
As much as I really wanted to be Fungumon, because that's really fun to say. Yeah. But I was like, I must not go with fun thing. I must go with not the obvious now.
Desperately wanted it to be Fungamon.
Now I do have a question.
Yes.
Is it is spelled like that, Mushroom-on?
Yeah.
Or is it Mushroom-mon?
No, it's Mushroom-on. Like it's okay. I copy pasted the spelling. There's only one M. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
Hence why I spelled Fungumon without like the S, because I was like, if it's Fungusmon, they're gonna realize there's one that's not a full word. So
that's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was like, that seems a little too. But I also feel like nothing's really done that yet. So then I was worried, well, maybe it is a trick. But I was like, no,
that is fair.
We must know it.
That is very fair.
This is a complete non sequitur, but I just want to point out on the wiki, it lists one of Mushroom-mon's partners as Guts.
From Berserk?
Or
show me that fan art. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in.
We are going to move into round 5 now. We're going to stick with the theme we've kind of had for the past few of having little cute kind of round designs, because I thought that was a little fun, like pseudo theme for this one. So who is this fella? Take a second to take that in while I get the names for you.
See, Kyle has a new favorite.
Kyle, do you prefer Mushroom-mon or this guy?
Mushroom-mon, and not for the reason you'd think. It's actually for the color scheme of Mushroom-mon that I enjoy that one more. Everything else, though, I'm leaning towards this freaky fuck.
That's fair.
Oh, well, his name.
Nice. I like that you muted the mic there. Very cool.
Cool. Perfect. I was like, what was that? Mitch, you broke out. You actually, I couldn't hear you there.
I didn't catch that.
I actually also completely, I didn't even say anything when I muted the mic, just in case Nico might have heard me.
Oh, that's fair. I forget you're in the same place.
Without you yelling, I can't hear you.
Well, I'm about to yell out these names, and you're going to see if you can hear them. Is it Ghostmon, Shinmon, Bakimon, or Boomon?
Bakimon. Why would it be Bakimon? Why would it be that? Oh. Maybe it's not that. I don't know. I'm having a conversation. I'm having internal dialogue with myself.
Externally, yeah.
Yes. Who's first this time? Is it me again?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I know I just broke the conditioning in the last one. But something's pulling me to Shinmon, and I don't know why. So I'm going to go with Shinmon.
fair. It's fair. That Digimon does have very large shins. Nico.
Yeah, clearly based on the shadow. There,
I'm more focused on its thighs.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
No.
I'm trying to determine in my head. I guess it doesn't really matter which came first because I'm looking at Boomon and I'm like, they could have ripped from Mario, but depending on like timeline, that wouldn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, I think that Boo got the name for their ghost, or that Mario got the name for the Boos for their ghosts as like ghosts go Boo.
No. It doesn't make sense. It's Boomon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're guessing Boomon. That's your guess.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, neither of you are correct. It is Bakemon.
Is it? Oh,
it is.
Why?
I don't know.
What is it?
It means like ghost in Japanese or something.
It's named after the Obake of mythological Japanese yokai.
Oh, of course it does. And I'm glad that the one prior was named after the fucking mushroom that I was looking right at. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Doesn't make any sense.
It's almost like how in Pokemon, sometimes you get a snake that's just snake backwards, and other times you get a snake that's not.
Yes,
that's how names work.
The snake that was backwards was the first one, and then they went, well, we had more time to think, and then they named it other things that were like Sandaconda. You still got Snakey in there.
This is some pretty old art, man. This might have been an early on one. Mitch, please tell me I'm wrong because I know you can.
Bakemon first premiered in the Digital Monsters version 3 pet thing, which was the 3rd generation of Digimon Tamagotchis.
Oh, so he's very early on. Like, yeah.
That tracks for a more not localized name.
So we're moving into the bonus round, and the bonus round is going to be worth 2 points. Normally, I like to, in the past, I've done like alt forms of things we've seen for the bonus round, but I'm already kind of running low on those, or at least ones I know of. So instead, I'm going to give you something completely different and completely unrelated to any of the ones we have just seen. What is the name of this Digimon?
Kyle is regressing.
Are you going to give us...
I want you to, before I send you anything, before I send you anything, what do you think that this thing is called?
I think it's Bakemon, and you used MS Paint and put a hat on him.
It does seem that way, huh?
It sure does.
I think it's still Bakemon.
Well, you will be pissed off to know. Well, I guess Kyle, tell me what you think this is first.
Bakemon Witch Mode.
Very good answer.
Wiccan mode.
Now feast your eyes on the multiple choice questions where Bakemon is not listed. Is it Pure Evilmon, Soulmon, Spiritmon, or Witchmon?
Pure Evil. No. Oh my god, it's fake. It's not. They literally the art is this. It's the same exact art, and that is a 3D model of a hat that they overlay.
It's a completely different art style.
It's great.
It's shaded. He's not. He's line shaded in the first one, and he's got piss stains all over him.
They're good at rendering hats, man. I would like to reiterate, this is a real Digimon that is really called one of these things.
I hate this. It's my turn to go first.
It sure is.
I desperately want it to be Pure Evilmon. That's my guess.
Okay, Kyle, my happy man, what are you guessing?
If this wasn't clear, I fucking hate Digimon. This episode was going so well. Like I was like, wow, I like these designs, and I wasn't getting them right, but I wasn't getting that upset. I was like, oh, these are cute, these are fun, these are cool designs. Like even the bear had some swag. He had a hat that had a Bearsmon thing on it. Whatever. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Fucking stupid.
I am so upset. I had to take a walk.
If it brings you any solace, this is mocked hellaciously within the fandom as well.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I wonder why. Because I guessed Witch Mode prior to this, I feel semi-obligated to go for Witchmon, and I'm just gonna go ahead and double down on it. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, Kyle, you're gonna be very happy that you went with your gut because it is Soulmon.
No.
I'm okay with this because I still win, baby. Woo!
That is true. Kyle wins with 1 point.
It's not pure evil. Is pure evilmon real at all?
No, I made that shit up.
I desperately wanted it to be something stupid that it looked like a Rattata with that hat on it.
I'm just like scrolling up and down to look at the tube like near each other, and I'm just like, really?
It's the same art with a hat.
It's literally the same art with a hat.
And the hat doesn't look like it goes with the actual like Pokemon. They are different. Oh my god.